My life has changed in nothing. It is now as it was 10 years ago, blessed by the stars, avoided by men. I had no friends, and you know why they wanted to have nothing to do with me. I was happy when I could sit at the telescope and look at the sky and the world of stars. Happy as a child that is allowed to play with the stars. You were my best friend, Monica. Yes, you read that correctly. You were. The time is too serious for jokes. This letter will take 2 weeks to reach you. By then, you will already have read in the papers what has taken place here. Don't think too much about it, for in reality, everything will have ended differently. Let other people worry about setting the record straight. What are they to you or me? I always thought in light years, but I felt in seconds. Here, too, I have much to do with the weather. There are 4 of us, and if things were to continue the way they are now, we would be content. What we do is very simple. Our job is to measure temperatures and humidity, to report on the cloud ceilings and visibility. If some bureaucrat read what I write here, he would have a fit. Violation of military security. Monica, what is our life compared to the many million years of the starry sky? On this beautiful night, Andromeda and Pegasus are right above my head. I have looked at them for a long time. I shall be very close to them soon. My peace and contentment I owe to the stars, of which you are the most beautiful to me. The stars are eternal, but the life of man is like a speck of dust in the universe. Around me, everything is collapsing. A whole army is dying. Day and night are on fire. And 4 men busy themselves with daily reports on temperature and cloud ceilings. I don't know much about war. No human being has died by my hand. I haven't even fired live ammunition from my pistol. But I know this much. The other side would never show such a lack of understanding for its men. I should have liked to count the stars for another few decades. But nothing will ever come out of it now, I suppose. I took out your picture once again and looked at it for a long time. I remember the experience we shared that lovely summer evening in the last year of peace, when we walked home through the blooming valley towards our house. When we found each other for the first time, only the voice of the heart spoke in us. Later, it was the voice of love and happiness. We talked about ourselves and about the future which lay before like a many-colored carpet. That carpet is no longer there. The summer evening is no longer there. and neither is the blooming valley, and we are no longer together. Instead of the carpet, there is now an endless white field. There is no more summer, but only winter. And there is no future, at least not for me, and consequently not for you either. All this time I had a feeling which I could not explain, but today I know that it was an anxiety about you. I felt, despite the distance of many thousands of kilometers, that it was the same with you. When you receive this letter, listen intently to it. Perhaps you will hear my voice then. They tell us that our struggle is for Germany, but there are only a few here who believe that this meaningless sacrifice could be of use to our country. You are my witness that I always resisted because I was afraid of the East, of war in general. I was never a soldier, only in uniform. What did I gain from it? What did the others gain from it? Those who did not resist and were not afraid. Yes, what do we get out of it? We, the extras in this living nonsense, what do we get out of heroic death? I have played death a few dozen times on stage, but only played it. And you sat in your plush armchairs in front of me, and my playing of death seemed real and true to you. It is shocking to realize how little the play had to do with death. Death always had to be heroic, inspiring, thrilling, for a great cause and out of conviction. And what is it really here? Dying, starving, freezing to death. Nothing more than a biological fact, like eating and drinking. They drop like flies, and no one cares or buries them. Without arms and legs and without eyes, with torn bellies, they lie everywhere. A film should be made about this to make the most beautiful death in the world impossible. It is a brutal death, which will later be ennobled on granite pedestals with dying warriors, bandages around their heads and arms. Hymns, novels, and sacred songs will be written and sung, and masses will be held in churches. I will no longer participate in this because I have no desire to rot in a mass grave. I wrote something similar to Professor H. You and he will hear from me again. Do not be surprised if it takes a while, because I have decided to take my fate into my own hands. The merciless fight continues, and our good Lord is helping the brave. Whatever God's providence will decide, we only ask Him for one thing: the power to persevere. One day people shall say of us, that the German army has fought in Stalingrad like no soldiers of the world has fought before.